How long does it take to see an ROI from plastic surgery marketing? Let me tell you, I get this question so much, way more than I actually should. I recently had a client that after spending tens of thousands of dollars, she only got 3 consultations, 2 to 3 consults, and she came to me looking for an answer to that question. So I want to break everything down because it really depends on what you're focusing on, the platforms you're using, your budget, based on your strategy and what you're doing. My name is Josh Torres, and over the past 8 years, I've been able to help plastic surgeons and medical spas with their marketing efforts. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how much time it takes to see an ROI and what are some of the things that speed that process up or actually slow it down. Here's what most medical practices need to understand: that your results are really going to vary depending on the timeline you give it and the platform that you're using. For example, if you're expecting SEO to work in your next 30 days, that's just not going to work. It's not realistic. It's like planting a tree and expecting a shade within the next month. So it's not going to happen. There are better channels and avenues to utilize if that's the case. Now, the question is it possible to generate an ROI, profitable results, in the first 30 days? The answer is absolutely yes. We do it with our clients all the time, but there are a few caveats that you have to consider. The first is the channel you're using. If you're expecting SEO to work, like I just mentioned, it's not going to in the first 30 days. However, paid ads is the excellent medium to achieve that. Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, even TikTok ads, all those work really well for very quick and just immediate results if you know what you're doing. You also have to consider, do you have a good converting website or a landing page? Do you have an active social media account where people can browse and see your social proof? Do you have a service or an offer that people already love? And do you have a realistic budget relative to the market that you're targeting? If you can check all those boxes, which realistically most plastic surgeons can, then good news, you can definitely stay profitable during the first month of running ads. And it really just improves from there if you have a good strategy as well. We have clients that are even getting up to 20, 30 procedures per month. But again, it's going to depend a lot on your budget, your addressable market, and a few additional factors as well. Now, for some medical practices, it actually takes them a bit longer to hit profitability, anywhere between 2 to 4 months. And there's a few factors that really stand out on why this happens. Usually that practice doesn't have a good social media presence. They have no testimonials that they're sharing, no before and afters, no video content. Their advertising budget is just too low, right, compared to their addressable market or even their competitors. Maybe you live in an area like LA where there's a lot of people already advertising and you just have a very small budget that doesn't allow you to generate the type of results that you're looking for. I've also had a few surgeons who are facial plastic surgeons that specialize on facelift, where it costs north of $100,000, $200,000. So for someone to make that investment and us to attract that person with an ad, of course, may take a little bit longer, yet the returns are equally, if not more significant. So there's definitely some pros and cons that you can evaluate. It's not necessarily the amount of leads that you're capturing or the amount of people that have surgery with you, but how much return or ROI are you generating individually? Let's say that you're struggling with social proof. You don't have enough content. If that's the case, I highly recommend focusing the first month on creating. This means putting out a lot of content at scale, building a foundation that we can then utilize to run your advertising campaigns. Once we have the content and we've built a strong enough foundation, we have everything we need to start attracting better people and more qualified leads your way. Like I mentioned before, if you live in a competitive market and you have a much smaller budget than your competitors, there are a few things you can do, like for example, try to compress that time and allocate most of your budget that you would give, let's say the 3 to 6 months, into a single month to start competing better in your area. That's one thing you can do. Just because you're dividing that budget equally across 3, 6, 9 months doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get the same results after you were to compress that time. So by doing that, you're making the buying cycle shorter, you're increasing the amount of qualified buyers you're getting, and since you have multiple touch points, in that 1 month period, let's say, then your conversion rate is going to drastically increase. We have this new client that after 40 to 50 days now that we've been working together, he's already seeing profitable results with our campaigns. Yet before us, he was working with someone else, a different marketing agency. They were really struggling, and one of the reasons for that was because just their campaigns weren't great, the offer was not too clear, and they weren't spending enough in that time period. Where again, if you were to compress that and start spending a little bit more, you can see immediate returns, and you can now start getting revenue to reinvest into the business. Now let's talk about SEO, because this one is the part where either a lot of practices really go all in, they go big, or they quit too early in the process. With our clients, they're already seeing results within a year. So even if you don't have the time to wait that long, I still would recommend investing into it. However, if you're looking for some quick wins, definitely SEO, don't do it, go the paid ads route instead. SEO is like running that marathon where you keep a good pace, right? You're feeling great, and it's just a very long way. So the moment you stop implementing SEO, you will definitely notice a downturn. But if you can keep it and you can continue to invest into it, I always recommend it, because it's going to continue to generate revenue for you forever. And it really is worth the investment, because I'll talk from personal experience with our clients. We've been able to 2 to 4x their website traffic, and even up to 3x the amount of consultations they're seeing. So results really start growing exponentially as those results start to show in the form of surgeries and consultations. Plus, nowadays with AI, everything is changing. Think about how people are searching nowadays. It's not as simple as just having a good looking website with a few keywords here and there. People are asking real questions and looking for real solutions. So you want to make sure that you're at the forefront of this, that you're at the very top, that you show up every time someone's typing something related to your industry. And SEO blends directly with all of this. I mean, it's not just SEO with AI as well, it's social media, right? It's Google, it's your website, it's all the little things added together that give you the credibility to show up on search results. So to bring it all together, if you really are looking forward to invest into SEO and you have a very long-term mentality, I highly recommend it. If you're looking for quicker wins, where you're not that interested in SEO, or maybe in waiting an extended period of time to see those returns, though they are consistent, then definitely look into paid ads. Google, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, they're all great platforms, but you need to know where your audience resides. If you still don't know where to start, just ask yourself, am I willing to wait up to a year to see very consistent results that will keep improving? Or am I looking for something quick to get things quickly off the ground, start seeing some revenue come in so I can expand on my marketing, maybe invest into SEO later? Whichever your choice, they're both great options, of course, but I did want to give you here a very clear timeline so you know what to expect. Now, if you're looking for someone to give you some recommendations, to guide you on what's the best avenue to take, if you're looking to improve your results overall, feel free to visit my website, jtbluemarketing.co. You'll find more information there. You'll be able to schedule a call with me, and we can go over everything and show you how we've been able to profitably help our clients grow. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.